I'm Mattia Leone, an associate professor in building technology and environmental design at the Department of Architecture at the University of Naples Federico II. I'm also the co-director of the European Hub of the Urban Climate Change Research Network, which is a global network focused on leveraging climate action in cities from many perspectives and fostering the integration of mitigation, adaptation, and sustainability within urban transformation pathways. The UCCRNedu is an educational alliance promoted by 9 European universities and supported by several international networks like UCCRN and its regional hubs, ICLEI, EURNET, Climate Chance, CTAD, Architects for Climate Action Network, and it's aimed at overcoming the existing gaps in education on climate-resilient urban design, planning, design, and governance. And the goal is to form the next generation of urban climate leaders able to navigate the complexity of interconnected knowledge domains to foster urban climate action as a hybrid and multidisciplinary new professionals that should be real factors of change in research, design, and policy making. So here the students get the required skills to plan, design, and govern cities, integrating urban adaptation and mitigation, and developing a holistic vision to identify and implement transformation pathways in multiple sectors, and providing capacity to local authorities to implement climate resilient and carbon neutral urban projects grounded on 2 main pillars, science and community. Well, the activities are structured around master degree programs, intensive study programs, and events that provide this multidisciplinary educational path and access to research and job career, which are promoted by the UCCRNedu community. And this leads also to the production of novel research outcomes like data, tools and methods and guidelines recognize a critical knowledge component to support this paradigm shift with respect to current policies and practice in planning, design, and governance of city. These methods are mostly derived from the urban design climate workshop methodology that UCCRN working group on planning and design developed in the past few years. This is led by Jeffrey Raven and myself and was published as part of the second assessment report on climate change in city of UCCRN. And it's basically based on a flexible process where 2 main components are seen as the input for design and planning concept. On one side, climate analysis mapping, which derives science-driven information tailored to a specific urban context, considering climate change projection and urban microclimate condition as driven by urban features, and supporting with modeling and simulation the effect in terms of benefits, climate benefits, EFCO benefits, or proposed measures. On the other hand, there is the need of connecting to local authorities and communities through an extensive stakeholder and community engagement activities, and that opens to co-design and co-creation of solution with the full range of stakeholders. So we develop hybrid methods that combine not only simulation and tools, oriented tools, but also tools that help enabling collaborative practices with both expert and non-expert. Yes, well, there are several outputs that are ongoing and that are actually co-created also with the students that participate to the program. And I would say that the 2 main outputs that we also want to use as an initial brick for building a permanent alliance with this institution is what we call the UDCW Urban Design Climate Workshop Toolkit that comprise all the full range of data-driven and simulation tools that are embedded into design-friendly tools like GIS, for example, for planning, or 3D design for architecture and neighborhood scale design that help to guide towards the solution with the support of the measurement of climate benefits and co-benefits. On the other hand, we are developing a facilitator toolkit, which includes all the components that we use to support the co-design phases. It includes collaborative mapping tools, knowledge exchange methods, but also these are designed to connect to the design development process not only experts, so the architects and planners with which we try to increase the capacity of meeting and measuring the goals and their performance of the project they propose. But on the other hand, working with non-experts means being able to incorporate priorities that emerge from community and a different type of stakeholders, and letting them being able of delivering their contribution along the design development phase. So to help also practitioners in incorporating these components in development of their projects. All of this is also really grounded on scientific advancement. So that another key output of the project, and that we expect to integrate also in the third assessment report of UCCRN, which is going to be published in 2024, is the science base, which drives the methodology and, let's say, validate the tools that we are developing. So all the experts that we involved in the project in teaching and in consulting, they will contribute to this scientific report where all the specific disciplinary components are treated with the needed depth, let's say vertically oriented, to understand how crucial it is to have a solid expertise in each of the disciplinary domains, but on the other hand, to reconnect these disciplinary fields in a cross-fertilizing environment where each of these components it's inevitably connected one each other. So at the end, we hope to be able to deliver the relevance of both the disciplinary depth around the key challenges that cities are facing, like consideration of urban climate, relevance of green and blue infrastructure, circular economy processes that drive urban strategies, until the more energy and climate neutrality oriented design solution. All of these are then connected one to each other to be taken into account holistically within the design and implementation phases.